Hello, grade 2. So yesterday we revised what's the meaning of an adjective, right? And we also revised adjectives that tell about how many. As we mentioned before, an adjective is a word that tells, that describes or tell about a noun. Okay? If I say, for example, so an adjective is a word that tells about a noun. So a noun is a person, a place, or a thing. So an adjective is a word that describes a person, a place, or a thing. Okay, so if I say the tiger has a loud roar. Okay, the tiger has a loud roar. The adjective here would be loud because it tells you what his roar is like, that it's loud. It has a long tail. The adjective here would be long. Okay? We also revised yesterday, if in the homework, that adjectives can be in numbers. You can tell how many. We can say the bird ate several seeds. Okay, several, which is an adjective that tells how many, right? Or I can say he has 4 apples. So it can be a word that tells how many, or it can be a number. Okay, or an adjective can be a number because it tells you how many things a person has, or it can be say how many, like many, few, several. These are all adjectives. Okay, so today we'll be revising something called articles. Articles are special adjectives that comes before a noun. We have 2 articles. We have a or a, and we have an. Okay, so a it comes before a word that begins with a consonant. What's a consonant? A consonant is a letter from the alphabet that is not a vowel. And an is an article that we put before a vowel. Okay, let's see if you guys remember. If I say I saw elephant. Okay, which article will I put here? Elephant begins with E. Is E a vowel? Yes, remember the vowels are A, E, I, O, U. What are the vowels? A, E, I, O, U. And what do we put in front of vowels? An. Any other letter is a consonant, okay? And what do we put in front of words that begin with a consonant? A, the article a. Okay? So here I saw elephant. What do I put here? I saw a elephant, or I saw an elephant? I saw an elephant because elephant begins with E. Okay, what if I have the same sentence but with another word? If I say I saw big elephant. Here, there's the word big before elephant. So does big begin with a vowel? No, it begins with a consonant. So here I'll be putting I saw a big elephant. Okay? Another example. She saw tiger. Tiger begins with T. Is that a vowel? No. So we can put here she saw a tiger. Okay? So if I ask you to put an article, you have to see what the next word begins with. It begins with a vowel or it begins with a consonant. Okay? If it begins with an owl, like A with a vowel, A, E, I, O, U, we put an. If it doesn't, we put a. Okay? It says here on page 400 and, I'm sorry, I forgot. 406. It says choose the correct article for each sentence. My sister is writing a or an story. Story begins with S, so we will choose a story. A. Okay, my sister is writing a story. Her story is about a or an ox. Ox begins with O. O is a vowel, so we will circle an. The ox lives on a or an island. Island begins with I, so we will choose an. Okay, the island is in ocean. Ocean, does ocean begin with a vowel? Yes, so we will choose an ocean. Okay, so for 2 and 3 and 4, we chose an. Why? Because the next word begins with vowels. An ox, an island, an ocean. But number 1, story begins with a consonant. So a story. Okay, let's go to number 5. The ox goes on adventure. Does adventure begin with a vowel or consonant? Vowel. A is a vowel, so an adventure. The ox goes on an adventure. The ox meets a butterfly. Butterfly begins with B. Is that a consonant? Yes. So the ox meets a butterfly on the way. The two friends follow path. Does path begins with a consonant? Yes. So the two friends follow a path. The path leads to forest. The path leads to a forest. Okay, why? Because forest begins with F, which is a consonant. The ox and the butterfly meet owl. Owl begins with an O, which is a vowel. So the ox and the butterfly meet an owl. The story doesn't have an ending. Ending begins with E. Is that a vowel? Yes. So the story doesn't have an ending yet. Okay, it says here complete each sentence with the correct article, which is a or an, or a or an. I have blank book of animal stories. Book. I have a book. Why? Book begins with a B. My favorite story is about eagle. Eagle begins with a vowel. So my story is about an eagle. The eagle has never seen airplane. The eagle has never seen an airplane. One day, jet flies over the eagle's nest. One day, a jet flies over the eagle's nest. What kind of blank bird are you? What kind of a bird are you? He asked. Okay, I hope that was pretty easy. Okay, next we're going to go to adjectives that compare. Okay, adjectives that compare, we said that when you compare between two or more people, okay, when you compare, you either compare between two people or two places or two things. Okay, I can say, for example, my school, when you compare between two things, you add ER to the adjective. For example, my school is bigger than his school. How many schools am I comparing? Two. My school and his school. So what did I do to the adjective? Adjective is big. What do? I added another G because this is a short adjective, and I added ER. So when you compare between two people or places or things, you add ER to the adjective, and then you add the word than. When you are comparing more than two, you add EST. I can say, my school is the biggest school in Port Said. So am I comparing two schools? No, I'm comparing my school to all the other schools. So what did I do to the adjective? I added EST. Okay, and that's what we'll be doing on page 405. It says choose the correct adjective for each sentence. Okay? It says number 1, my seeds grew the faster or fastest of all. Of all, that means I'm comparing my seed to all the other seeds. So my seed grew the fastest of all. Okay, number 2. Now your plants are blank than mine. So I'm comparing your plants and my plants. These are 2 types of plants only. And what else shows you that it's 2? You see the word than. So I would say, now your plants are taller than mine. Number 3. Pedro's plants are blank than Hillary's. How many plants am I comparing? Pedro's and Hillary's. So what will I choose, ER or EST? ER. Pedro's plants are smaller than Hillary's. Okay, number 4. Hillary's plants are the taller or tallest so far. Okay, Hillary's plants, and so far it means I'm comparing Hillary's plants to all the other plants. So Hillary's plants are the tallest so far. Okay, and here. Number 5. Her plants have the thicker or thickest stems. Okay, since you didn't see anything on something else you're comparing, like to another plant, so it's comparing the plants to the others. Have the thickest stems. And plus, you don't see the word than after it. So you know you're comparing this plant to all the other plants. These roots are the longest of all. Why longest? You see the word all. So I'm comparing these roots to all the other roots. My plants are the smaller or smallest here. Smallest. I'm comparing my plant to all the other plants. Okay? Your soil feels damper or dampest than mine. I'm comparing your soil and my soil. So, and you see the word than, so we're comparing 2 soil. Your soil feels damper than mine. Hillary's soil is the dampest in the room. Why? Because we're comparing the soil to all the soils that are in the room. The leaves are blank than the others. The leaves are greener than the others. Okay, number 11. My garden is the small one around. So small one around means I'm comparing all the gardens. That's more than 2. So it would be my garden is the smallest, EST. The cucumbers are the longest ever. Comparing all the cucumbers. Some peppers are green than others. Than means I'm comparing peppers to peppers. Some peppers are greener than others. Greener, and then you see the word than. The corn is tall than means taller than, ER. So here we added ER, here we added ER. Our spinach grew the blank of all. Of all means the fastest of all. Okay? So if you have any questions about this, we will talk about it in our extra care session, or if you have any message, send it to me, okay? I'm here for you all.